Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Hope you all guys are doing safe and absolutely fine in these tough times. Today in my video, I wanted to talk about since Brexit is looming around, it's another 6 months to be precise. Things are going to change massively in the UK, and I wanted to give a small gist of how did I get my first job, what are the tips I can really give you all, and maybe you all could learn something from it, and from there on we can proceed. So the first thing is, if you come in this country, there are certain things which you have to be aware before coming to any country, anywhere it is. Go to the job portals and see what is the market like and what are you really going to look for, because every person has a different skill set. Until unless you are open-minded and you're flexible and you think you can get any job and your mind is more open to it, then that's absolutely fine. It's getting cold out there, so that's why I made a lovely hot chocolate and just sipping on it. Now obviously if you come to UK, there are some sites which are mostly used, and those are the best which I would recommend you. And the first thing is read.com. That's one of the best. You have indeed.com, which is even better. Now Read is it doesn't link you to the company, but it links you to recruiters, which you possibly might not want to go into that, because it's better when you have a link directly from the employer to the employee. So directly when you apply, your CV goes right to the company. So I would prefer, if you have Indeed, go for Indeed as the number one. Even though Read is there, yes, Read is there, the agencies, the recruiters take in the CVs, and then from the recruiter it goes to the company. So it's like A, B and C. So say for example, this is my cup, this is my spoon, say for example, and this is my hand. So this is my CV. My CV will not go directly to the company, it will go to the recruiter first, which is my cup, and then it will go to the company. So make sure you guys always go for Indeed, because that helps. Read, yes, people do get jobs. I'm not saying they don't get jobs, but it's always better when you have a direct communication, isn't it? You have Total Jobs, which is amazing, and there are many more sites. If you go over, you will find plenty, but I would suggest you all guys always Indeed or LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn also is one of the best alternative, and that's gonna be that's the deal breaker, especially for you guys. That's done about the websites. I was in India, and when I was in India, I did my degree, and after doing my degree, I thought of moving to UK, that's England, and I thought, should I do it after graduation, or should I work and get some experience and then come here and then do it? What is best? And many people, they be in a haste. If you don't have experience, coming to this country and finding a graduate trainee job is not ideal, because obviously you need to have a degree which is pertaining to this country. Then only it carries weightage, you can get placements. Otherwise, roles like graduate trainee or graduate programs, and if you have done it from another country, you would not be eligible. So if you're coming here in this country as a graduate, make sure you know, or at least have minimum 1 year experience under your belt. And if you're coming here, try to look for a job in your specific field. That would help you not only in your career, but it will help you to obviously have a very strong foundation, I would say. You work, and obviously that doesn't end there. Try to make sure you increase your level of competency by doing a course, certifications, licenses, something like that. Try to do and work your way up, and then I'm sure you can just climb that ladder. Me, basically it was the same thing. I made sure I worked 2 years in India. I came here with 2 years of experience, tried to get a job in my field which I was looking for, and then come here and study, which is one of the best. And depends what course are you doing. Now that depends. It's not always you do any course and then you think you're great. Depends on what course you're doing. Go like the certifications which have international licenses. Try something in that, it will help you. Like for example, if you're into commerce, you have your ACCA. If you are into architecture, you have your licenses as well. If you're into medical, you have all different fields. They have their own licenses, they have their own certifications, which is a worldwide accreditation. So make sure you know what are you really looking for. Obviously another thing, when you get called for interviews, now this is the pandemic, this is the best, because obviously you can do your interviews through Teams, you can do it through online, basically Skype or whatever. But if you're coming new over here, and when I used to give interviews, I had to travel distances, and that can be cost consuming, because obviously you have to pay for bus travel. Sometimes the distance is so far, it's almost 15 miles, which you have to get train tickets, and they are really expensive. The train tickets expensive. It really falls a lot on your pocket, especially if you're converting currency from your hometown to UK. Obviously everyone comes here to work, but if you're converting the currency and you're a beginner and you are looking to really do interviews in a budget, the trains can really kill you off in terms of monetary. But I will suggest you travel by bus, even if it is far. Obviously if you know that you have to travel 15 kilometers, just leave house 2 hours early, go by bus. It's the cheapest, because 70 minutes you pay a minimum. So yeah, just do your homework before coming here. Obviously no one is going to help you if you have to go for interviews. You have to work your way out, and when I say work your way out, everything is on Google. So you go to your phone, you Google everything, where is the destination, how to go, which bus to go, everything is so easy. So obviously there were certain instances where sometimes it's difficult in the start, because you have a new climate, you're going for an interview, you're a little bit nervous, because the slang, the way of talking and the way of understanding things is a bit different. Like for example, if people say you all right, that's the way of greeting a person, whereas in Asian countries it is hi, how are you. So yes, it does follow different protocols, different ways of going about. That depends, and slowly once you get that knack of it, it is very easy to understand, because people are looking to see that how can you be a good fit directly into the organization, in a way you don't have to really train him up that much, but how fluent and how easy he can get started onto the job once he is in there. So these are my tips. So the first thing would be obviously your website. Second thing will be the way you go for interviews, or if you're coming here, obviously you come with some experience for your betterment. Make sure you always upgrade yourself by studying or a course when you come in here. And last and final thing is just try to be open-minded. Even if you don't get a job, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There are many other jobs where you start small and then you never know, you can work your way up. Another dark side which you have to be prepared is, obviously there are many rejections you're going to come across. Now especially when you apply, there were 50 plus rejections I have got personally. You have to be strong. 2 months, sometimes, I don't know about other people, but I was 2 months home looking for a job and I came in here. It was kind of tough, because you have to really make your mind strong-headed, be prepared that whatever comes your way, you have to really be sure that you will get a job. Being positive and making yourself headstrong, that's another query altogether, because that depends on your personality, on your determination, and trusting your skill. It doesn't make sense if you're going to, after 1 month or 15 days, you're going to say, you know what, I am not getting a job and I better go back to my hometown. That doesn't work out. Don't keep expectations. Make sure you try for the next, third, fourth, fifth. If you keep expectations from many companies, it's not going to work out. It's going to get you mentally drained, and that is not good for any one of you guys. So make sure you try to jumping ladders from different companies. Even if you are having an expectation that the interview went well, don't stop there. Just keep going and going and going. If you go for fishing and if you try the whole day, you're going to at least catch one fish. But then even if you catch the fish, your rod has to have some bait, isn't it? Only when you have the bait, then the fish is going to come and eat it. So in the same way, if you have the skills, people are going to really get you if you keep on trying. If not, that's it. You're just going to be constant at a place where you don't know what you're doing. So just a small tip, make sure you have all these things in mind. All these things should club up together and you should be ready to give an interview. And if you still think that I'm faking wearing this shirt and I have no pants on, yes, I'm in my shorts and I'm wearing a formal shirt. The last and final thing before we close this whole chapter is, make sure when you apply for jobs, if you are in a specific area, if you are in area A, make sure you apply in the radius of area A. Make sure you plan in a radius of 5 miles. like which is maybe roughly 5 to 10 kilometers, yeah, 5 kilometers last. So if the employer knows that you are staying close by, there is a chance that you can get recruited. It just helps. That's my experience. I have always seen that I have got calls from companies which I live close by too, so that's an advantage. Make sure you do that. It's just a little, it gives you a bit of weightage compared to other people, and obviously it's going to save you on your cost and on your fuel. And now there is another market. Obviously, if you're a fresher, obviously you can get a job, but it depends on how you really apply in which other companies. Obviously, if you don't have a degree over here, and if you have done it from another country, it could be one of the cons. But how do you make it advantageous? What are the companies you're applying, and how do you portray your skill set? That all depends up to you, solemnly, person to person. My hot chocolate is getting really cold, I would say. Hi guys, what's up? It's been almost 1 month, 15, 17 days, approx. It's been a different life altogether. Staying in rooms, traveling long distances, paying 30-40 pounds just for transport. It's been a struggle altogether, but you never know when things click.